am curious to see what he's planning on doing with all of his gas, as he does have 4 geysers going and nothing but roaches under production right now. He has 1 evolution chamber going down and the groove spines, so he does have a hydralisk den. He will be doing a roach hydra army on 3 bases, it looks like, while HuK is just content with his stalkers and sentries on his 2 bases for now. He is getting his 2 assimilators done, so HuK's assimilators are nice and good. Moonglade is doing a great job of spreading the creep right now, so he's getting good creep spread in this direction and this direction, which will definitely help his hydras out a lot in the push. I would like to see him bring his overlords over and maybe do another type of spread, but right here we've got a changeling going down just to scout some more. Now this is a really good sign of a high level player, is when you see constant scouting, especially by the Zerg player. Zerg, you need to have information in order to know what to do, whether you want to drone or you want to attack. Right now he's making 11 drones, so he feels pretty comfortable with his roach army right now, and it looks like HuK's army is actually a bit stronger. If we look at the unit numbers, Moonglade is up 20 food, so that is good, but if you look in the army size, he actually has a bigger army, HuK does, so an attack right now may do decent, but if we just look in the production, it looks like the 3rd base is going nice and well. We've got still a lot of gas by Moonglade. I'm still wondering what he's going to do with all that. He's starting to make hydralisks now, so that's a good spend of the gas. And we've got pushing out right now, using the observer to snipe out all of these creep tumors, which will give a huge advantage to the Protoss. He'll be able to move his stalkers freely because they'll have the 2.95 when the roaches have 3. So instead of getting overrun by the almost 4 movement speed, he'll be able to run on even speed as the roaches. So he just goes in, pokes in, snipes off a few of the creep tumors, and then backs right away. Taking his 3rd base right now. It's halfway up. Another robotics facility, a robotics bay going down, so we will see Colossi, and Immortal is coming out of the 1st robo facility. So we've got an Immortal coming out, Stalkers, Sentries, and a couple of Zealots, doing a good job of keeping his minerals and gas fairly low. Moonglade is spending his gas on the hydralisk production, so we do have the hydralisk in the back. His missile attacks level 1 is almost done. A Spire is going up for the inevitable Colossus, so he will have Corruptors out in time. Hopefully the Spire should be done before the Colossus comes out, so he will be able to make Corruptors once he let's see if he did actually see. Should have seen. No, he did not see even the robotics facility, but he knows an observer is out. So we do know that there's an observer out. We've got HuK over here. He's got his stalkers over here. His more stalkers, more sentries, immortal. He's just nice and positioned to fend off these 3 bases and good pylon spread. Now this is one thing that's underestimated a lot in Protoss play, is pylon spread. This lets you warp in units anywhere on the map that you have pylon power. HuK is very, very good at this. He's known in long macro games to put pylons all around his base, just like this, so that he can warp units on anywhere in the map whenever he needs to, which is really good, especially once you get the Storm and the Amulet upgrade, because then you can warp in High Templar with 75 energy, which is enough for a Storm right when they come out. So it's amazing for defense to spread your pylons like that. Plus you get vision of any form of drops or niduses or anything that may happen to you. So right now we've got a push going out by Moonglade. We'll see how this does. He has maxed out on food, while HuK is still at 156, 166 now. So he just ended up warping in some stalkers. His 2 Colossi are almost out. If we look in the production, we don't see any Corruptors anywhere, I don't think. Nope, not a single Corruptor. He just has them just in case, and he's backing up right now. He just did a nice poke out to scare him off. He's getting 4 Corruptors out. The extended thermal lance is almost done. It is done now. Ground weapons level 2 is going out for HuK, so we do see this going down. He is keeping a decent energy level on his Nexuses, so one thing that's really helpful to do is I love to chrono boost the researches, especially for Protoss. If you chrono boost these researches, they go extremely fast, and it's one of the best things to do with your chrono boost later on in the game. Early game, it's better to use it on the probes because that helps out your production a lot, but once you get into the later stages of the game, constant chrono boost production on the forge is pretty much essential, and constant upgrades will be very nice. So we've got Blink going down. We're going to have 2 more Colossi being formed. The 4 Corruptors, we've got more Corruptors going down, so here come the Colossi. The Corruptors will fend off these Colossi nice and fine. But here comes an attack. Yes, we will engage. The force fields do a wonderful job of splitting off the army. We've got the corruptors up here just backing away a little bit. And HuK is attempting to take the gold expansion, but good job placing this overlord here. It may seem like a waste to have an overlord just sacrificed for that, but this creep can take up to, I think, 30 seconds to go away, and that is a lot of lost mining time. So good job by Moonglade actually doing small tactics like that, laying them at every expansion in order to stop it. Here comes another big attack. We've got the fortress going down. The roaches and Hydralisks are not doing hardly anything. The Colossi are getting nailed down by these corruptors, though. So there goes the Colossi. All of the Colossi are down. So right now we've got no more roaches, no more Colossi, and now it's just Hydralisks versus Stalkers. So we're going to see what happens here, and it looks like the Zerg player is going to have to pull back. But we do have Blink in play, so the Blink from the Stalkers is going to push these Hydralisks back. And let's look at the unit counting station. We've got 9 Hydralisks and 26 Stalkers and 20 roaches. So 20 roaches and 14 Hydralisks versus 26 Stalkers and 2 Colossus. We still have a healthy number of Corruptors in the sky, so the Colossi will not do too terribly much, and an Infestation Pit is going down, as well as Flyer Attacks level 2 and Ground Carapace level 1. We've got Ground Armor level 2 being researched as well. So keeping up on the upgrades. We've got a very nice wall off by HuK over here to stop any form of counterattacks onto his third base. And it looks like he's just now trying to take the gold. And the Zerg player is going to push out, see what he can do. 4 more Colossi in play. And the Corruptors are again doing a number on the Colossi. Let's see how much damage the Colossi can do before they are killed. It looks like they're doing a great number. They just are melding through these Hydralisks. The upgrades are carrying through. Those 2 upgrades make it so that the Hydralisk die extremely fast. Once you get 2 upgrades, you can actually one-shot Zerglings and 2-shot Hydralisks. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, is that you can actually destroy these kind of armies extremely quickly with upgrades. And it looks like the amazing Blink Micro by HuK. My goodness, these Hydralisks are all going to die. We've got more Stalkers coming down and 17 roaches in production. So Moonglade right now is pushing heavily to try and get this expansion down from HuK, and it looks like he's bringing in enough roaches. This should be enough to take it out. He ends up taking out the pylon, and here come the roaches to take out these Stalkers. Nice Blink Micro backing up and using the range advantage of the Stalkers until the Colossi get there, and the Colossi will then start zapping. So here come the roaches. They're going to engage the army, and it looks like they'll just be able to kill some Stalkers. The Corruptors will end up taking out the Colossi. Here go down the Colossi. The Stalkers are going down, and they're backing up right now. The roaches did overcome that army, so they are going to take out this expansion. HuK runs his probes away, does not get any of them really sniped, but here goes down his fourth base. His production is going to be very limited right now. He only has no minerals at the main, a few minerals at the expansion, and then he's got his third base going, whereas we've got Moonglade. He's getting his 5th base up, so Moonglade's sitting in a nice position right now. If we just look at the unit counting station, we see 195 food, so Moonglade is still maxed out, whereas HuK is at 128 food. We've got Immortal production going down to deal with the massive amount of roaches coming in, and a lot of Stalkers. Let's see what he can do here. The Immortal does get focus fired, and well as the Stalkers, nice Blink Micro. Will it be enough? The Zealots do not come in. The Pylon gets taken down before the Zealots can get whooped in. So he does not have the Zealots, and HuK gets the GG. So that was a very good game, a very close game, but in the end, Moonglade just overpowered him with extensive macro, and we are now going to go into game number 3. This is Snowball. Thanks for watching, guys.